Good morning, folks. Again, Bart Heitch here at Supreme Courts. You can follow us at S Courts Gville here for the third week of our play dates. Had a good game this morning. I'm here joined by Coach Cliff Mitchell and his first year, Douglas Lady Eagles. Looked great. Tori Rojek, point guard, ran her team excellent, and Madison Franklin making shots from that corner, deadly. But Coach, you've had the job now about 2 or 3 months, and I was astonished at just the organization, what's going on. Tell us a little bit about what's been going on since you got this job, because it looks good.
I do appreciate that, but I got to coach with probably what I consider one of the best basketball coaches in Patrick Harding, so I got to learn from the best. So as far as program development and whatever, everything you're supposed to do from the top down. So I was blessed to be with him, and I've been with these girls since right after spring break, and we've been working in the weight room, on the court, trying to make sure we get all of our stuff put in. This is our first play day. That was our first game this summer. So, because I wanted to make sure we were ready to play. I didn't just want to jump out there and roll the ball out and let's go. I want to make sure we know what's going on and can run our sets, can transition in our defenses and that kind of thing. So, I'm proud of them for this first ball game. There's stuff we can do better. There's rotations and that kind of thing we can do better in our press and rotations in our zone stuff that we can do better. But as far as first game, I'm tickled.
I think you got to be, and we were talking off camera. I must say, when I walked over there, I was like, oh man, here we go again. But this is the first, y'all. This is the first coach I've ever seen that's a good coach in a hat. I mean, it was like I walked over there, and it was like, but it was amazing. And like, to your point though, all the switching defense. So, girls, talk a little bit about Tori. You first. You ran this team. It was awesome. I come over there, I watch, and I'm all about point guard play. But speak, both of you, if you will, a little bit in your own words about since Coach got there, you know, and how do you get to that much organization in 2 months? Because there's as much organization as that as you see in coaches who've been with their teams for 4 and 5 years. Just speak a little bit about what the difference was when he got there.
Well, what I've seen is he came right out. He respected us. He didn't expect too much. He didn't expect too less. He was there. He knew what we could do. He's trying to help us get better. He's pushing us in the weight room. He's doing all he can, and we're right behind him, 100%.
I agree, and we like having fun at practice. We're listening to music all the time, but we always know when it's time to like zone in, get to work. So.
Get down to business.
Well, it's being a football coach as well, communication, because there's more, you know, and there's more people that are playing on offense and defense. That, with that, seeing the fundamentals and watching how they jump stop, the communication, all those things, it is fun for them. It did look fun for y'all today, and that's what basketball is supposed to be. How do you keep it fun, Coach? That's a recipe secret we all know.
Even if I am probably at times too laid back to a fault. I like to have a good time. I like to joke around. Like she said, we're listening to music at practice. We're joking around, trying to throw alley-oops off the backboard to people that can't dunk. I mean, just that kind of stuff. But like I said, they know when it's time to lock in. Let's get folks what we're supposed to do. But I think they know that if you'll have a good time with them, they'll work when it's time to work. So we just try to have a good time at practice, just making sure we understand, and just getting to a ball game finally, and then them seeing it transition over into a real game and not just playing against each other and playing, but practicing against our JV and that kind of thing. They can see it carry over, so that'll be a big help too.
So 5 seniors, and girls, last year, you got a little taste of what a state champion looks like because you had to run into it. There was a gap there. What do you have to do between now and say February when you get to that same point? What are the things as a team that you feel like y'all need to do? Madison, you first, to get better.
Gunnersville, they are really good at defense. They're going to be up on you the whole time, so we need to work on, for sure, like staying calm when people are all up on us, because that was the thing that we would struggle with last year. And I mean, I never thought we were bad defensively, but everybody can always improve on defense. So I would say those are the 2 things.
What do you think, Point Guard?
We panic a lot. We panic a lot when stuff gets serious, and we just need to chill out and breathe a little bit and not think it's the end of the world if it comes down to it.
The point is so on what we've been teaching here about, we always teach go fast, go fast, go fast, go fast. But now the game can slow down, Coach. Since we both played in the 90s. How have you seen this game change basketball-wise over the last 20 years?
Over the last 20 years, to me, the biggest thing is everybody's wanting to go faster. I mean, there was some times in Marshall County basketball in the 90s was damn good. There was a lot of good teams around here. But at that time too, there was a lot of pressing going on then too. So it was sped up then. The biggest thing's the physicality of it now. You can hammer each other a lot more, and there's a lot more contact and fouls that are allowed. That's the biggest thing that I see from when we played a long time ago. It was touchy fouls back then, but now sometimes you can hit somebody really hard and there's not going to be a whistle, play on. So, which that's the way I like it to be. I want it to be that way. I don't want it to be 500 whistles in a ball game. I want it to be fast, but I want it to be able to be, that's why weight room's important. So let's get in there so we can hammer some parts.
That, and to your point, playing off 2 feet is a huge deal in basketball now. One of the reasons it's so big is because you don't have the big inside anymore, or 2 or 3 of them, what have you. So talking about that strength, though, how much work, it's so obvious, but how much work does Coach put in with y'all on playing off 2 feet? 2 dribble, jump stop, pitch. There was one move, it might have been you, Madison, at the end. Just a perfect rondo, stride stop.
Yeah,
I mean, just perfect
stop
to get to 2 feet. How much work goes into that and being able to execute that in a game?
We do that in practice, probably like
30 minutes.
30 minutes.
Amen, Coach.
Practice.
We
We're
got
off 2 feet.
Is it?
We go in circles on each goal and we practice stops, stride stops, jump shots, threes, reverses. We do everything.
Coach, first year, alma mater, 5 seniors. First you, then you two, in your own words, expectations for this season.
To me, my goal right now is let's get to Jacksonville. Let's get to the regionals, because these girls have put in the work for a long time. These 5 seniors they're not just good players, they're good kids. They come to work every day. There's no moaning, there's nothing like that. As soon as we get done with practice, they get in their cars, they head to the weight room, and they're waiting on me. They're ready. So, but yeah, I think goal for this year is at least get to Jacksonville. Anything on top of that is icing on the cake.
Girls, your senior year, what would you like to see?
I agree. We want to go to JSU
Yeah.
and host area. That would be great.
Oh yeah, I love to host it.
Don't lose an area game and go to JSU.
That'd be dope.
Great.
Well, once you get there, as anybody who watches basketball knows, anything can happen. And there's going to be strides taken, if you will, at Douglas High School this year in the girls basketball program. Coach Mitchell's already making a difference. Go check these girls out. Thank y'all for coming to Supreme Courts. Good luck the rest of the
Thanks for having us. Appreciate it.